Hello and welcome to the semifinals, and this is the battle for third and fourth place between Barcelona Roller Derby Ingles de Acero and Zurich City Roller Girls. My name is Nasty Moves. I am joined by Saturday Bout Fever.
Hello, everybody.
Hi there, Saturday.
Hello. Okay, so we have Disasters at Lastra, number 7 lining up for the Zurich City Roller Girls, and number 1-1 Darth Eater.
We'll read you the roster when we have a little bit more time. Thank you, Saturday. Tell us what's going on.
Okay, we have Disaster going to the ground on the outside while Darth Eater is at the front of the pack against the 3-wall. Nope, she's been recycled and now re-engaging the 3-wall at the front of the pack. Meanwhile, Disaster is having a little help from her pivot, number 44 Cherry Fury and Bloody Cherry. Disaster at the front with 1 to beat, makes it out of the pack, does get lead, but is not the lead jam, and there's not the jammer in front. It looks like it's going to be very, very close, and she calls it off. But does she get any points? There were feet and arms all over everywhere, all over the track. She does manage to put some points on the board. So, Zurich City Roller Girls off to an early lead here in this semifinal, or what is it, consolation final?
Oh, come on, it's just third and fourth place, right? Fair enough, consolation final, sure. La petite finale, we say in French.
Okay, 206, Malice in Wonderland up the outside from lead jammer. Meanwhile, number 64, Scoopy VK. Scoopy, half the track behind.
That's a Scoopy.
Malice just hits it and quits it. But was it in time?
Scoopy, heavy rotation the entire weekend. I saw some great stuff here on track 1 earlier today. You'll see her a lot as one of the jammers, as well. Ave Phoenix, number 39 to watch out for. Darth Eater, the captain of Barcelona, and also Capiru, number 10. You'll see a lot of jamming for Barcelona Roller Derby.
Scoopy managed to scoop 2 points in that last jam. Now we have Mona Mutelli, number 21, for the Zurich City Roller Girls on the jammer line, but it's number 10, Capiru, with the lead. Capiru hitting the back of the pack, through, 1 to beat at the front, does manage to beat her for a 5-point pass. Mona, trying to go up the outside, does get taken out by one of their blockers. Manages to squeak away through on the inside and is about a lap behind Scoopy, behind Capru, who gets called for a cutting before she can call it off. That means Zurich is going to have an opportunity here to put some points on the board. And this jam will be going for the full 2 minutes. Mona slowly working her way through the pack, looking for some help from her teammates. Mona takes off the start, doing a star stash. Meanwhile, Karpu is back from the penalty box, fighting a huge wall at the back, making quick work of it. 1 at the front to beat, and she's out on a scoring pass. Mona back at the pack, still looking for an opportunity to pass the star. She does so to Bloody Cherry, number 44, out of the pack for a 3-point pass. Caperu, again, we're trading points now. Cherry and Caperu. 2 seconds left in the jam. And our jam timer calls it off. So, 13-3 for Barcelona in that last jam.
So Barcelona then clearly out in front at the moment.
Correction, Barcelona managed to put 16 on the board. We have number 7, Disaster Lastre for Zurich, and number 11, Darth Eater, or Darth. I'm just going to call it Darth. Darth looking for room on the outside, finds it on the inside, does manage to get out of the pack for lead. Meanwhile, Disaster at the front of the pack with 1 to beat. Gets out of the pack for her lead jam, for her initial pass. Zurich is at the front. Darth calls it off as she hits the wall. Darth picks up 2 on that last pass.
Yeah, Barcelona I saw mostly play in black, so I've gotten used to them, and now all of a sudden they're in red. That makes a bit of a difference. You've announced Zurich all weekend too. You know them very, very well, of course.
Every game.
Every game. Okay, clearly.
Yes, okay, now here we are, Zurich. We have number 6-4, Scoopy, at the front against the braced 4 wall. And Malice in Wonderland, 206, at the back, looking for room on the outside as Scoopy scoops the lead jammer position. Malice now at the front with the... Very nice apex jump there by Scoopy. Malice at the front, really gets with 2 to go, makes it out for her initial pass. Scoopy also out of the pack, calls it off. Hit it and quit it style.
And Barcelona probably looking for a win. They had a game earlier today against Vienna, and Vienna definitely won. That was a tough game there for Barcelona, and I think Barcelona could use a win, but I'm sure you'd have a counter argument for Zurich too as well, that just took a bit of a beating there on track 2 against Helsinki. Yes. Although a very lovely game to watch, I was told.
Yes. Taking the jammer line for Zurich for the first time this game is Mickey Impossible, number 60. She's looking for space in the middle of the pack, but is unable to find any. Does find some space and is out for lead, while the Barcelona jammer is sent to the penalty box for a low block. Mickey Impossible approaching the pack, weighing her options, going for it. Gets pushed out on the inside. Has to recycle all the way to the back. Now the Barcelona team is looking to penalty kill while they wait for the jammer to get released from the penalty box. Mickey at the front with a very strong 3-wall, braced 3-wall. Pushing hard. And the Barcelona penalty kill has worked out. We have number 10, Capu, coming back from the penalty box and engaging the back of the pack.
Good walls on both sides there Saturday.
Walls, yes.
Yeah, it has to be said.
Mickey calls it off. And having some words with some of the other players, throwing her hands up in frustration.
You can tell, like I was saying earlier, you just have to look at the faces and the expressions, and they say a lot from our vantage point.
Yes. We have a full complement of players on the track as the penalty box is empty. And we're going to start this one off with Darth Eater and Disaster Lastre. Darth Eater playing for the Barcelona. Does get out of the pack first. While Disaster is sent to the box for a cutting penalty. Now let's see how Zurich fares. Not so well with their attempted penalty kill. Lining up again for the next pass.
Incoming.
Yes. Barcelona setting up for a sweep. Not successful. Darth Eater now back in the pack at the front. Disaster back in the box. Nobody noticed, and she's through for her initial pass. Darth Eater does notice and calls it off.
Excellent jamming there on the Zurich side of things. That was nice to watch.
Yes.
We're going to line up in front. We are playing for a lot of the marbles. I was going to say not all the marbles, but a lot of them.
Yes, it looks like we have Malice in Wonderland on the start line for Zurich. Finds her way through the inside and does get out of the pack for lead. Meanwhile, 6'4", Scoopy is also out of the pack on her lead. So let's see what's going to transpire here. Scoopy does not make it into the pack. Fist in the air for Scoopy, 2 points for Zurich.
So we can assess that Barcelona is a little bit out in front at the moment. Still a gap that can be bridged between the two teams. But Zurich is need to get in there.
Yes, Zurich
find
does.
The groove, eh? Yeah.
Zurich has to find a groove, look for something that they can exploit, something that they can use. Right now they are hunkering down for a very, very difficult game. We have Mona Motelli out front against a 3-wall. Now in the back. Penalty called. It looks like a multiplayer block was called on one of the Barcelona blockers. And Barcelona jammer. Number 10, Capu, is out of the pack for her initial pass. Mona has taken off the star and is looking for maybe a star stash or a star pass. Star pass has happened. Number 9, 6 Sinas has the star in hand and is chasing down Karpu to the pack. Zurich speeds it up. Karpu.
Oh, tough one there. Blocker collisions of Barcelona with the Capu recall off in the corner. I believe we may have to take care of them, or at least make sure they can get off the track safely.
It looks like Willie Vanilli has called an official timeout, and the medics.
So we're going to take care of the down skater.
Okay, during this official timeout, the score currently is 41 Barcelona and 15 for Zurich.
I can tell you that on track 1 again today, after this game, on track 1 we will have the final, and that will be Vienna Roller Derby, taking it up against Helsinki Roller Derby C Cassetti, the C team, warming up outside in the rain, but that doesn't stop them. That will be on track 1 at 5:30. Here, stay tuned.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that game. It's been the third year of this tournament, and normally during the final it's been quite, well, half the time it was very exciting, the final.
Fair enough, yeah. You're exciting because the points were close, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes.
We've had, to be honest, yesterday we had a lot of very close games, a lot of fast lead changes. Today was a little bit of everything, very fast, a lot of lead changes, and a lot of games that had a very big difference in scores. So we had a little bit of everything today.
Yes.
But this third and fourth place, though, we still have 17 minutes and change to go here. It could go either way. The Zurich needs to get in there in the points. They may have time to talk about it just now. And if not, Barcelona could run away with it. Early days, though, my friend, early days.
Yes. Darth Eater at the back of the pack, working her way through. Finds room on the outside and sneaks past the final defender for lead jammer. About 15 meters behind, we'll find Disaster Lastre chasing her down for
That was a really fast back there.
Yes, it was. I think Zurich is liking the speed that this floor provides. Very sticky floor, very hard floor, very fast floor.
Yeah, we give the floor a lot of publicity this weekend.
Very wet floor as the roof is leaking in spots.
Yeah, we had that too. At track 2, you guys were okay, but on track 1, we had to fix it. Everything is fine now, though. Life is good.
Okay, red 6-4 Scoopy sneaks through the inside, but only receives a cutting penalty for her efforts. Number 206 is Malice in Wonderland is about to enjoy a power jam. Getting some offensive help from her team in turns 1 and 2. Trying to sneak up the inside. 1 to beat. Does so again, but receives a low block from number 118. Or 718, I'm sorry. Receives a low block from 718, Ali Ali. Ali Ali on her way to the penalty box. Meanwhile, Barcelona's jammer is coming back from the penalty box. She enters the track and hits the back of the pack, juking and jiving, looking for a way through. Finds a 3-wall, gets past, and is out for her initial pass. Malice in Wonderland calls it off after passing the final jammer for a 5-point pass. 10-0 that time. We're looking at a...
How you feeling? Yeah, 42-25. Still
Still
no
a
clear
lot of work.
indication of... It's still a lot of work to do, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
still a lot of
good
work
way
to
to
do.
put it.
A lot of work.
That's
Okay.
what we're here for, right?
Yeah, black 6-0, Mickey Impossible lining up for Zurich. And red 1-0, Carpu for Barcelona. Mickey Impossible on the inside looking for some room. Switches to the outside. Carpu does make it through first and is awarded lead jammer. We have a jammer race. Mickey and Carpu. Mickey looking to the inside, looking to pass Carpu. Force the call off. Mickey on the track scoring points. Makes it through the pack first and is starting her second scoring pass. Carpu still in the pack, finally out, over about half a track behind. Mickey loosening herself up, getting ready for her next scoring pass. Does hit the back of the pack, fighting that 3-wall. Carpu through immediately, but because Zurich is in a penalty trouble right now, their penalty box is full. They had one blocker on the track. Carpu hits that final blocker. Flegel Jane Thriller pretty hard. Knocks her down. Mickey Impossible finding herself on the floor, slow to get up. Carpu at the front of the pack against the Zurich 3-wall, pushing. Mickey Impossible on the outside. Gets an elbow from red 718.
That's never a good thing.
Never a good thing. Okay, star pass. No, star stash. Mickey held on to the star. It looked like it was going to Jane Thriller, but they almost had him fooled. Jam reaches its natural conclusion. 20 points on the board for Barcelona, 8 points on the board for the Zurich City Roller Girls. So Barcelona benefiting by letting that jam go long.
Yeah, there's some decisions being made. Well, first of all, we're going to have a team timeout requested
Who are you going to call?
by the small child coming to say hello to me next to me that distracted me. Hello, another Bambinos. A lot of kids here. I have to say, I've only seen little boys. It's quite strange. I'm just going to totally segue into that.
No,
Is that
we've
a
got
little girl?
we've got a little girl
And
up there.
it shouldn't matter, of course.
No, it doesn't. But there is a little
It
girl
shouldn't-
up there.
Okay, it's just strange. Okay. We are actually located in the crowd, pretty much sitting with the crowd here in the mezzanine, in the Centro Sportivo Fismara.
Yeah, we're first
We
row,
were talking
front and
derby.
center.
33-point difference, easy announcer math there on the board. Zurich needs to get in there. They've got the fans here cheering them on, but Barcelona does as well.
Yes, Barcelona is doing a very good job in this game. The officiating
Barcelona-
crew is making a lot of talking through a lot of things they're seeing, a lot of things they want to do. Willy-nilly, calm as always.
We're going to get back to it.
Okay, number 7, Disaster Lastry lining up for Zurich. Number 1-1, Darth Eater for Barcelona. And Barcelona is on the track with a 2-4 pack disadvantage. Which allows our Zurich jammer to get through, but we have about 6 meters between them, her, and the Barcelona jammer. She hits it and quits it. Let's see how this turns out.
Everyone was going real fast there. I was wondering if they were going to ram into the bench.
Yes.
Felt, of course, didn't think it would happen, but it looked like it.
Yeah, Sparks May Fly is showing 2 points for Barcelona, but we have yet to see anything. Mighty Morales is is consulting with the OPRs. Okay, zero-sum jam, 2-2.
I used the zero-sum jam quite a few times while you weren't around, because it happens.
It happens. Okay, we have Red 6-4, scooping the lead jammer position. Meanwhile, a whole track behind is Malice in Wonderland. Scoopy pushed to the outside, calls it off. Hit it and quit it. Now Sparks May Fly is consulting with the outside pack rest. We already have 0 up for Zurich, and it looks like 2 for Barcelona. Barcelona doing very well, extending their lead. For every 2 points they score, Zurich only manages to score 1. However, announcer's curse strikes again. Mona Martelli out for lead jam.
Yeah, Mona hitting the wall really hard there in that first corner.
Yes. We have Barcelona blockers going to the penalty box and a very tired-looking Caperu. Mona Martelli calling it off before Caperu has any chance to score any points, but she managed 2 scoring passes in that time. Malice Wonderland lining up for the Zurich City Roller Girls. Up against Darth Eater. Once again. They're about the same size, no? Okay, Darth Eater looks to the outside, pushing very hard, but it's Malice in Wonderland finding all the room that she needs on the inside. Out for lead. Darth Eater 20 meters behind. Zurich is speeding up the pack. Malice goes around the outside, gets hit, and calls it.
Call off that almost happened in the penalty box. Did you see that?
It did happen in the penalty box.
It did. Oh no. We had a situation earlier today. I've got a story for you where we had a very long long stoppage. Someone was in the box, and then everyone came to talk to the other player who was in the box, and someone came just a bit too close and ended up sitting down next to them. It was a really unfortunate mistake, but it's like, and then it was like, don't come anywhere near the box anymore. It's good.
Yes.
And that was I forget which game, but not good.
It was a very long stoppage. I seem to recall that game. It was they were assessing and overturning penalties during that break.
There's been a few things like that today. But again, the officials doing a great job trying to take care of that, and everyone likes game flow. No one wants to stop anything if they have to. The medics doing a great job as well this weekend, taking care of anyone who's hurt themselves. It's a lot of work, these tournaments.
Yes,
People
it is.
tend to forget it, but it is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, a lot of organization, a lot of paperwork. Believe it or not. We don't just go out there and all those people with those pink shirts, they're crunching numbers every jam.
Well, we could have done that a little bit as well, but I have to admit we're just making sure that everything here is running smoothly. We've got some on for the final. We'll have a little bit more jammer statistics being taken down, lead lost. It's a lot of work to do by hand, but I think Fred and his crew will be able to do it. He's really up for that. For us here, having new announcers joining us, that's kind of a lot of fun, a lot of excitement as well.
New announcers, who's that?
Yeah, you, Cookie. That's a lot of fun as well.
Yes.
Anyone who wants to learn to do our job,
Don't. It's not
don't.
easy.
Yeah, don't.
It's not easy.
No, we like it. It isn't easy. It is very rewarding at the end of the day.
Yes.
I don't use that as the expression. I use that as at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
So what do we got going on here now? 70 points for Barcelona, 46 for Zurich. And discussion?
Discussion, yes. I think they are...
Not an official... Or is it an official review or not?
It is an official timeout.
Timeout, yeah.
And they are discussing the events that transpired during the last jam. Apparently, some things were brought to their attention.
Fair enough. And if ever there is more information, I will try and get information from the ref or an NSO or whoever and pass it on to you. For now, we're just going to have to wait a little bit.
Yes, I think it might be a late hit call that was witnessed by...
Yeah, the box situation.
Yeah.
We'll call it the situation.
The situation. The
Do you know
situation is
that
being
one?
discussed.
It's
is
not
that
a
something
gate
that...
yet. It's just the situation.
Forget that.
It's
No.
a pulp fiction reference or something.
Noise.
No, I don't know.
Noise, that's what it is.
We're just the Italian job. That's a good, respectable film, right?
Yes. Both of them,
You refer to the remake, right?
of course.
Oh, there you go.
As soon as they got a new mini, they had to make the movie again.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Let's
Mini
see.
paid for that movie, basically.
Yeah. If you had three, you could call the movies white, green, and red or something like that.
No.
No, not
Doesn't
good.
work for me.
That
Sorry.
was too far-fetched of a reference there.
I'm not that much of a movie buff.
Color-wise, red on track is Barcelona, black is Zurich. Oh, jammers getting in each other's way already.
Scoopy and Disaster on the lines for their respective teams. Scoopy up front with 2 to beat, manages to beat them, and is out for lead. Returning to the track are a couple of blockers, one from each team. Scoopy through the pack and calls it.
That was 4 points then added to the board for Barcelona.
None for Zurich. So nothing actually resulted from that official timeout discussion / review.
There's a lot of those at the moment. Again, we are late in the day, and we just want to get safely to the ends, comfortably as well.
Malice in Wonderland fighting on the inside, looking for some space, doesn't find it. Meanwhile, Carpu plows her way through.
Steps over one of the Zurich blockers.
Exactly. Flegel, number 5, on her way to the box for the Zurich City Roller Girls. Meanwhile, Malice still at the front of the pack trying to fight through, and Carpu makes it through her scoring pass. Is now 5 points richer. We have one blocker each in the penalty box. Carpu pushing hard at the front, calls it off as Malice approaches the back of the pack. Penalty assessed at the very end of that jam to the Barcelona pivot. She seats herself in the penalty box.
Yeah, I thought it was direction of gameplay from Willy Vanilli there, trying to pass it on.
We have Mona, number 21 for Zurich, and Darth Eater for Barcelona. Darth Edith using some unconventional methods. Mona out of the pack on her scoring pass, but Darth Eater calls it before she can join.
That was interesting. That was that was interesting for different reasons. The blocker that got out was in front of the jammer, not actively blocking, but in their way.
Yes.
But not really in their way enough for it to be an issue. But you don't think you're supposed to be in the way of the jammer if you're not yet joined the pack.
That's correct.
Kind of okay.
Disaster last rate out. Okay, yes. That last blocker is using unconventional techniques to slow down the jammer, but unfortunately, they worked. Disaster is in a skate race with number 64.
Check this out as they hit the pack.
They're hitting the back of the pack. Disaster in control, manages to call it off after passing.
That was really fast. I got a breeze then.
Yeah, I got a breeze up here
breeze,
too.
yeah.
She called it off before the Barcelona number 64 Scoopy could scoop any points, and manages to put all 4 of the points that on the board. 2 of them being not on the track points. So she only had 2 players to pass.
Yeah, staying out of the box. Barcelona, honestly, all weekend, kind of penalty heavy. Staying out of the box is very important to them, regardless of them being out in front in points at the moment.
Malice in Wonderland has managed to push out Carpu.
Someone's yelling, "Eat the baby." How far are we going to go?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I think Zurich knows what to do
Mein
here.
Gott in Himmel.
Oh, my goodness.
We've eaten the baby.
A baby has been eaten. A baby has been eaten. So what this means is that Carpu has to make it.
Feel free to explain that to the audience if you want. The jammer brought the other jammer so far back.
This is the initial pass.
Yeah.
Carpu's already gone through the pack once, but that wasn't the initial pass. She has managed to catch up, though, and is almost through the pack.
You can go -1 jam, basically.
Yeah, it was a -1 pass.
-1 pass, yeah. You saw
Malice,
it today.
Malice now at the front. I saw a baby eaten, yes. Never seen that before.
Like I said, don't tell your family.
All right, Malice.
It's your first one. Aww.
Malice out of the pack on her scoring pass as one of the Barcelona skaters commits a clockwise penalty. Gets sent to the box for her efforts. That leaves only 1 Barcelona blocker on the track. She's going offense now, trying to help her jammer. However, the jammer does make it through. Yes, a very tired Carpu And maybe a tired Malice, too, as she called it off on the other side of the track.
I'm happy of experience. I mean, you do know the concept. You may have seen it elsewhere before, but not this weekend. I think it's probably the first time.
Yes.
How about a 6-point jam? You ever seen one of those?
No.
I got one as an announcer on my birthday.
Oh, what a present
Belgium.
is that?
It was beautiful. It was painful for the team to go through it, but it was beautiful.
2-on-3 pack advantage Zurich. Mona lining up against Darth Eater. Mona at the back of the pack against a very strong 2-wall. And one of those 2 walls becomes a 1 wall as she is being called for a multiplayer block. Mona chasing Darth Eater around the track, closing in, makes it through the pack, but I do believe she scored points. Yes, all 4.
Points, board 88, Barcelona,
Yes.
64, Zurich. Not that much movement. Barcelona took an early lead and kept it.
Yes.
As we run down the period clock here in the first period, a little less than 2 minutes left on the clock.
Scoopy back on the track for Barcelona. Disaster for Zurich. Disaster hits the pack of the pack and looks for room on the outside. Does not find any. Looks again. Does not find any. Still in the back for the 2-wall. That 2-wall very effective. They gave their jammer plenty of time to get out of the pack, and now it is a speed skating race. Scoop hits it and quits it. Manages to put, I think the jam ref is considering 0 points. Meanwhile, the Zurich City jam ref doesn't have anything to consider. He saw exactly what was going on. He considered it but changed his mind. It's 3 points for Barcelona.
So we're going to go sit on the jammers in the back.
Zurich City Roller Girls jammer number 206, Malice in Wonderland, finds her way underneath the wall in order to get lead jam. Meanwhile, Scoopy's still fighting at the front, looking for her initial pass.
Smile on her face too. Caputa,
Yes.
that is.
Caputa.
Barcelona. Yeah.
Looking a little haggard, a little worse for wear.
Nah, Team Spain player. Been putting in a lot of miles, a lot of kilometers on the track this weekend. Smiling is good.
Still smiling, yes.
Yeah. We're running down the clock here, a few seconds.
And the period is almost
And
over. Halftime! Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was a rolling whistle.
Massive
That was
confusion.
misunderstood.
Massive confusion. Contact.
Again, we do blame the acoustics in the hall.
Massive contact during halftime.
That was dangerous. Yeah, we don't want to hit the jam timer doing that.
No.
Not too massive. Scary, a little bit scary, but we're good.
Yes. Okay.
We have halftime though. We're gonna leave you for about I'd say about 12 minutes.
Yes. 12 minutes sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a time. We'll take a timeout too.
Okay. We're going to get fed and watered. See you in about 12.